awesome. Just saw some seals there. Possibly sea lions, but I was too slow. I don't know if I should walk all the way down this thing. It's kind of far, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to or allowed to. Didn't see any signs that said no. There was a bald eagle in that tree. I think he ran away though. Oh, there's more seals way over there, I think. Here we have another one of the beautiful macaw or Neah Bay bald eagles, right? I said in one of the other videos the macaw is the tribe out in Neah Bay. They're fairly famous. They're the ones that manage Cape Flattery, which is the most northwestern point of the contiguous United States. Which means we're not including Alaska. And you can see a lot of bald eagles flying around. This again is video made with my phone, so it's not the most detailed in the world, but I'm looking forward to showing you guys more and more stuff from my new camera that I've been using the last few months. I still just have to edit a lot of the videos, and it's coming out kind of slowly. But there are just bald eagles everywhere. If you go out to Neah Bay or drive along Highway 112 in Clallam County, which is right along the coastline of Juan de Fuca, then you'll see quite a lot of interesting things. And there's a lot of interesting rock formations as well, like this one, since there were formerly, I believe it's because of there used to be so many icebergs and so on in this area, and now they're all gone. But you get some really interesting and unique rock formations. I've been thinking before of showing people who are interested in things like stealth camping. They could go camp on some of these little rocks. But it's a pretty beautiful area. I mean, you drive along, you see just little outcroppings like this. It's kind of fun. Here's the bald eagle. Again, this is the same one as before, sitting there. And he is hunting right now, even though he seems like he's just being a lazy bald eagle. They spend 80 to 90% of their day hunting, just looking at the surface of the water, a couple feet down, hoping that some little fish was dumb enough to come close enough to the surface and they can fly over there and snatch it up, because again, they don't like diving into the water quite as much as others. And while we're looking around for bald eagles, we might find the occasional little crab. He thinks I can't see him right now, so he's not moving, but that crab was very alive. And there's lots of bald eagles in the background, kind of searching the water. You can only see them briefly, but they're way up there. There's actually a few of them you can see flying around in a circle, and they're looking at the water to see if they can find anything interesting that looks kind of delicious. And this guy continues to wait on top of here. And if you go to Neah Bay, pretty much any time of the year, you're going to see bald eagles on top of these poles like this. It's a really, really common theme all year round. A lot of these bald eagles don't leave and go further north during when the salmon are spawning and so on. A lot of them just stick around. And because there's plenty of fish that's available and constant fishing all year round for the tribal lands at least. Although a lot of the rest of us have to deal with fishing licenses and so on. Anyways, this is a younger bald eagle and kind of chilling on the sideline here. This is pretty early in the year, so again, I don't think this is a 1-year-old. I think it's probably a 2 or 3-year-old bald eagle, because when I filmed this, the young ones weren't coming out for a minute, and now we're going to see something disgusting. That's the bald eagles have something called a cloaca, or something like that. Where their pee and poo goes together. Yeah, so they kind of just go wherever, which is common with birds, isn't it? It's quite common, I think, with seagulls and so on as well. And these guys don't like when you get too close, so they fly away, which is fine. We're not going to do anything to scare them or anything. We're just kind of walking around. And here I'm out on another little spit in Neah Bay. This is a different spit than some of the other spits I've shown in other videos. It's quite common along the water and around marinas to have things like this. And I'm probably not supposed to be out here, but is what it is. So I only went out there once, and now I have my camera that can zoom in like crazy, so I don't need to go out here as much. This where I'm standing now is near where we saw that younger bald eagle a minute ago, and now we have this guy. He's just kind of chilling, observing the water, looking for some little fish. Because again, these bald eagles can look for 2 miles, so they can look to the other spit that's way out there. The much larger one you can see, that's another spit built by humans and not bald eagles. They don't do a lot of building of spits, but I was hoping there would be a trail on this one like there are on some other spits, but this was mostly a hassle to walk on. At some point I saw a bird, probably a seagull, that had been maybe eaten by somebody. There was just a pile of tons of feathers, but I don't think I have put that on camera. At least it's not in this video, I don't think, so you don't have to see it. But, you know, it's a beautiful area, just absolutely beautiful. I mean, you get to come and see. It's a beautiful day today. Some of the other days I was filming, it was pretty overcast. But today we get to see some beautiful stuff. Some bald eagles flying around. And, yeah, I'm trying to get better at following them with my camera so we can get a good view of them. But, you know, and I love seeing them when they land or when they take off. I think everybody likes to see that. So I try to make sure we get some of those videos. And this is another area, another bay with the bald eagles flying around near the trees. But similarly, out there near Neah Bay, it's fun to make little trips out there if you ever decide to do that. It's very busy if you go on a holiday like Memorial Day. Lots of people coming out to fish, or you know, and during the summertime. I just took a quick picture of that bone. I'm not sure what that was from. Definitely not a bald eagle. Probably weighs as much as a bald eagle, and might have been. Had to have been from some larger animal, but I'm not sure what it was. This is another younger bald eagle. I know some people new to the channel might not be able to see the difference between these and hawks, but they're, you know, the brown with the white spots is very unique to bald eagles. You won't see, if you saw like a large red-tailed hawk, they wouldn't have all the white spots like that, more than likely. And here's just me kind of walking out on the beach again. I like exploring a little bit, especially when the water's way out because it looks so much different than in other places. And, you know, I don't know if you could camp on that spot, though, out there, because I think the water would cover a lot of it up. And when I walked up on that little rock outcropping, there's a fair amount of water, so you probably couldn't do it. But I think about that sometimes because I watch Steve Wallace all the time. I think I've seen every single one of his videos, some of them more than once. And I don't think I'm going to start stealth camping anytime soon because I'm not that rugged, and I don't like sleeping in pipes, in drain pipes. But it is kind of fun to watch other people do it. And so yeah, I think this video is fun. I don't know how much people like just videos of me walking around on the rocks trying to figure out how to get from one location to another. Because I trip all the time, I slip all the time. I mean, you can see all the seaweed on those rocks and everything else. It's not so easy, and I'm trying not to get my feet wet because I'm a little girly when it comes to getting my toesies wet. But yeah, you can see the water on the rocks right there. Like, that's from the ocean when it was up higher. So I don't really think you could like pitch a tent and sleep on this like it was an island. I don't think it would work. But I was thinking about that a lot when I was out there. Like, is it possible? And you know, that little rock area looks kind of cool, and the sun's hitting right there. You can see that. It looks kind of nice. But you know, these little unique outcroppings on the outskirts of the water are kind of fun, in my opinion. I'm pretty sure everyone else wants to just see bald eagles, and we'll keep bringing that content to the channel if you guys keep watching. I enjoy doing it, so I hope everybody keeps coming back, and I do need people to share a little bit more because I'm not getting quite the traction I'd like to get, but I assume it's just a matter of time, and we'll see what happens. Oh, there's a little bit of grass there. I mean, that's a sign that it stays above water. Grass usually doesn't grow if it's underwater. And then, but you see that little pool of water right there. So, you know, I don't know if like this would be an okay place to camp, but it is kind of fun. If a lot of this is probably above water. It would also be a great spot for photos, I think, because people could stand right up there, and then you could take a picture from down below with the beautiful British Columbia in the background there. You see all the mountains right there. That's Vancouver Island across the water there, in case you didn't know. So, you know, we're looking across the Straits of Juan de Fuca, another beautiful area, across to Canada. I mean, right now we're looking at the U.S. again. There you see a bald eagle. You know, and with my new camera, I can zoom in on those guys and get a great shot. So, the quality of the video is going to improve dramatically on this channel. now that I finally got a camera instead of just using my phone. And that's all because you guys follow my channel and like my videos. And, and also because I find it kind of fun to do versus the other things I do online. So I hope you keep watching the channel, and I'll keep trying to make quality content if I can. Try to keep on improving this stuff so you guys will enjoy it. But, there's a lot of beautiful areas in the Pacific Northwest. It's so green. I used to live in South Korea, which I enjoyed for a lot of reasons. The food's delicious, but living in Seoul, man, it was just all gray. So if that's where you're at when you're watching this video, things can change. You can come to places where there's beautiful nature and kind of reset your mind a little bit, enjoying things like this, like bald eagles flying in the air. And I think that's pretty nice. So I hope you enjoy it, even though I'm not the greatest filmographer or whatever, and I'm not the funniest. I'll try to make something that's all right, that people enjoy. You might notice as well that the bald eagles tend to fly a lot higher than other birds. They fly much higher than crows or seagulls, and you'll see them all around at the same time. Sometimes the crows will try to follow the bald eagles and try to mooch some food off of them. They do that a lot, which I think is so dangerous. If I was a little crow, I'm not sure I would do such a thing. But, fortunately for them, bald eagles don't really like eating crows or seagulls very much. But if they do enough to annoy them, then some bad things can happen for the crow or the seagull. But generally speaking, they try to focus on fish. And if they're up in the mountains a little more, which there are some around here, because the Olympic National Park is nearby, then they're eating other kinds of little creatures in the forest that they find delicious. But I think most bald eagles' preferences involve fish and salmon and things of that nature. They love the salmon runs. The bald eagles and the bears, brown bears in particular, love the salmon runs, so they can get more food there. And if you're in the Pacific Northwest and you realize what to look for, and you look to the trees, you're going to see bald eagles like this all the time, just kind of sitting there. And there's so many more these days, so many more than there were 10 years ago, and they really seem to be expanding all the time. I mean, I remember going to beaches 10 years ago and not seeing 3 or 4 bald eagles in the same tree, and now that happens all the time. And if you go up to British Columbia and Alaska, you can sometimes see dozens of them in a tree. Some people say if you go to some areas, you can see hundreds or even 1,000 plus, particularly in Alaska. But maybe not all year round, because they are a bit seasonal. They do like to go where the food is, and they like to go to a little more, someplace where it's not quite as cold and nature is not so harsh. So you see a lot more of them in the contiguous United States this time of the year. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. Come back for more.